guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do some really fun braided hair tutorials. It's kind of a tutorial, kind of just some inspiration for summer. As you guys can tell, my hair is super long, so that's what we're working with. It's all the way down here. There we go. That is a little better. So we're gonna do some hairstyles, just super little ponytails that you can just add to your hairstyle. Nothing crazy, nothing too hard. We're just gonna do like little ponytail ones. So if you have short hair, this might not work for you, but if you're growing your hair out, go ahead and save this video and you can come back to it for some more hair inspiration. And if you have medium length hair without any layers, these might work for you. So let's just go ahead and get to braiding. Alright, the first one that we're gonna do, I learned this a few years ago. If I don't have a ponytail, how am I supposed to pull my hair back? There has been so many days where I forget to put an elastic on my wrist when I leave the house and I had long hair and I'm outside and I'm running around or I'm running errands and I just want my hair out of my way, so I can't put it up. So I'm going to show you guys this really cool trick that if you have long hair, this works if you don't have an elastic. So what you're going to do, you can go ahead, pull out the hair however you want, or you can pull it back. So I'm just going to grab the hair and don't brush it out. That's the key. Do not brush it out like this, or do not brush it out to make it like knotted, less knotted or anything. So you're just going to grab the hair, and I always go like this and get 3 strands until you feel like the strands are equal. So don't brush your hair downward, just go ahead and start braiding. And I'm just gonna go like this. The ones on the outside are gonna go underneath the braid, and don't let the strands get pulled out of your braid. So I'm just going to pull it, where was I? And just keep braiding it downward like this. And as you can tell, it's starting to knot up right here, which is fine. So now my hair isn't letting me go very much farther. So this is what's gonna happen. It's fine, you don't have an elastic, so you have to do what you can. So it's gonna start knotting up. It's actually going to start braiding from the bottom. So my fingers are here and I braided this, and all this down here is now knotted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the braid and flip it through this hole and just flip it upward, and then I'm going to find another hole and just flip it through there again. And we have our hair pulled back. It looks pretty cute. This is what it looks like. It's just a regular braid, and it's just a little twisted in there, and it's not going anywhere. So yeah, so if you are like, oh my gosh, I forgot my ponytail, here's your trick. Just start braiding it, but don't brush out your strands as you're doing it. And then I don't know if I can do the bottom of it as well. Let's try. Oops, see, I just separated it. We're gonna knot it back together. So I'm gonna try and do the bottom. Alright, so braid your hair. There you go. So if you have long hair, no ponytail, there you go. And you wouldn't even be able to tell a difference that I didn't even have a ponytail. So hope you guys enjoy this one. Let's move on to the next one. Braid number 2, we're gonna use elastic. So we're gonna do a kind of like a faux braid. To start this hairstyle, we're going to tie all of it together with one elastic, and then we're going to tie more elastics like a few inches apart all the way down. If you have layered hair, this might not be very well for you, but you can go ahead and give it a try. This is probably one of the easiest braids because all you do next is to open up the section that you had between the elastics, pull the hair through a little open hole, and then you just fluff it out and get it texturized how you would like it. My hair is very thin, so I'm constantly pulling and fluffing it to make it thicker than what it actually is. So this one turned out so cute, and I hope you guys love it as well. This one is super cute, super easy. If you know how to tie elastics, you can totally do this braid. Okay, the next braid that we are going to do is going to be a fishtail braid. Alright you guys, this hairstyle is so easy. It just takes a little bit more time than the other ones. So you're just going to split your hair into two sections. You're going to take a chunk from the outer part of the sections and cross it over and blend it in with the opposite one. So as you can see, I'm just kind of holding it in two separate hands, and the fun part is when you take different sizes of the hairs and cross them over, so it gets like a really cool fishtail look where you have small sections and tiny sections, and it just takes time to get down to the end of your ponytail. And once you get down to the end, then I like to pull it out and loosen it up to make the hair look a little bit more fluffed out and a little messy. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoy this one. This one is so cute. If you have a little bit more time than the other ones to do your hair, this one is so cute. I love this. And then if you sleep in this braid, it's super pretty curls. I'll have to do a video and show you guys the fishtail braid and what it looks like. So here is the fishtail braid. Alright, another braid. We are going to section this one off. You're going to section it this way. I have a top one and a bottom one. And you're going to need elastics. This part, I think, the hardest part I think is getting even sections. I always, like the bottom one, never seems to have like enough. And then if you have thin hair, like there's not much. Okay, these ones feel really good. So these ones feel pretty even. For this faux braid, you're going to have it in two sections. Tie each section. They should be kind of on top of each other instead of next to each other. The bottom section, you're going to split in half and then retie it again in front of the top section. And then you'll just repeat the process. So the bottom one goes to the top, and then you just kind of fluff it out at the end, and you'll see at the end of my thoughts and my results of how this one turned out for my very thin and very fine hair. Okay, this one I'm not sure. I feel like I need to add dry shampoo, add texture, just have extra hair, and I don't have any products, no dry shampoo, no nothing, and I'm just pulling it out as much as I can. And I just feel like this is definitely for someone with thicker hair. The idea is super cute, but I don't have enough hair. But if I just wanted to go like this, you know, rolled out of bed or something, this looks cute. I would actually honestly wear this. Maybe I would curl my hair or have overnight braids and kind of just flip it in something like this. But this is what you have to do if you have long hair and you're not sure how to braid. This is a perfect hairstyle. So hope you guys love this one. Okay, on to the next braid. I'm going to challenge myself and do a braid that I haven't tried before.
This braid is a little hard to explain, so you'll have to watch the video. You split the strands in half before you cross them over to the middle, and it creates this really cool effect. You'll have to watch to the end when I show what the braid looks like, but this one is totally my favorite, and it just gives a little extra look to a regular braid.
This is so cool. You guys, I do have to give a shout out Savannah Polson. You created this braid and I think this is so cool. So here is, let's see. Here's the braid, but then when you turn it, it's a braid on all four sides. Like it created like a box. You guys, isn't that so cool? That looks like a double braid. That is so cool. So I just created it's like a 3D braid. Savannah Polson, give credit where credit is due. But here it is. I love this one. You guys, this is the last one. And we are just going to do a basic braid.
This last braid is a basic French braid, and instead of tying it very tight at the bottom where your braid isn't very big because I have very fine and very thin hair, we're going to go up a couple inches and then slide down your hands down the braid and then tie it. That way you have a loose braid, and then you can plump it out and pull the braids out to however you would like them to be messy. I like mine to be a little messier than usual just because I never have thick looking hair, so if you want to add texture you totally can.
I also wanted to leave you guys with one of my absolute favorite tips to style and give a little oomph to a ponytail or a braid. I love getting these bobby pins that are these super pretty jeweled ones. You can get designed ones. I have one that has like a starfish on it. And I love taking these. They're really strong and really thick. And just adding it to the braid, not even holding a hair, just kind of shoving it in there. You can kind of just cover it. I don't know what it looks like, but it just sticks out a little bit and it just gives this really pretty look to a braid and kind of completes the look a little bit. So I hope you guys enjoy these little hair inspiration braids, especially if you have long hair. I will be coming out with some other hair tutorials, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see you in the next